Hello friends, myself Ajay Raj Singh. For the past few days I am discussing this previous year's questions and this will continue. You must know the benefit of going through the analysis of previous year's questions. See, for example, the military of every country conducts war games. What is the purpose of it? So that they may get prepared for the future wars. Likewise, what pattern of questions that have been asked in UPSC, it is very important. If you go through the previous year's questions, what I am doing, I am analyzing every question that has been asked in previous years in GS paper 1. This will enable you what is the likely question that is likely to come in coming years. This will give you an idea of the pattern of the questions that are being asked in UPSC. That is very important. We usually ignore. किसी भी एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन करने से पहले you must do two things. One, go through the syllabus, and even more important, go through the questions of the previous years. That will give you a precise idea what are the, because syllabus is huge, you end up studying everything, but once you see the question paper, then you exactly come to know what is the trend and pattern of exam. This enables you to orient your preparation in a proper direction, right direction. So whatever analysis I am doing, this will help you immensely in your preparation for 2026. 2026 में appear होने से पहले, if you have gone through the previous year's questions of 10 years, I bet you will be much more confident. तुमको exactly, in fact, preparation शुरू करने से पहले, even before starting the preparation, you must go through the questions and answers. I am discussing the questions and answers of previous years. You will be in a better position to know what has been the trend of UPSC. अब पूरी ज्योग्राफी पढ़ोगे, जीएस में सिलेबस में तो सब कुछ दिया हुआ है, बट व्हेन यू फोकस ऑन द क्वेश्चंस यू एग्जैक्टली कम टू नो व्हाट आर द सेगमेंट्स फ्रॉम वेयर दे आर पुटिंग अप द क्वेश्चंस and what is the nature of questions. That will help you a lot, because सब कुछ पढ़ना it's not possible. तो जो क्वेश्चंस की एनालिसिस मैं दे रहा हूं, बेसिकली यू शुड डू दिस एनालिसिस इवन बिफोर स्टार्टिंग योर प्रिपरेशन, so you are well acquainted ki what is being taught in the class and what is required in this exam. You end up studying so many things which are never going to be asked in this exam. What's the point of it? So going through the previous year's question is very important, because without which you will end up wasting your time. UPSC में what is the trend and what is the nature of question and how to answer it, this will help you in answering the questions which will be asked in UPSC. So now we are going to start with 2022. We have already covered the GS1 paper of 2024. We have covered the GS paper 1 2023. Now we are covering the GS questions that were asked in year 2022. The question is, discuss the types and characteristics of primary rocks. Discuss the types and characteristics of primary rocks. So first you must know what is primary rocks. Primary rocks are those rocks which first got formed on this earth. Primary rocks are those rocks which initially got formed on earth. These rocks were those rocks which were formed as a result of solidification of magma or lava. Primary rocks are those rocks which got formed initially for the first time on this planet, and they were the result of cooling and solidification of magma or lava. Once these rocks got formed, subsequently they got weathered, and weathered sediment got deposited in water bodies, and that led to the formation of secondary rocks, that is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are secondary rocks which got formed as a result of weathering and erosion of primary rocks. Primary rocks are known as igneous rocks. Igneous rocks on whose weathering and erosion the subsequent rock formation that took place was sedimentary rocks, which is known as secondary rocks. Now, when this magma was upwelling from the earth's interior, because earth's interior was very hot. When this magma, primary rocks are divided into two types. They are igneous rocks. They are divided into two types. When this magma was upwelling from the earth's interior, at times, because of certain reasons, this magma got deposited in the earth's interior, maybe because of any cavity, or it failed to upwell. This is the earth's surface. Earth surface. When this magma that was rising from the earth's interior, it could not reach the surface, rather it got deposited in the inside the earth. Then these primary rocks which got formed below the earth's surface, which got formed below the earth's surface because of existing cavity, this magma got deposited inside the earth. These are known as intrusive igneous rocks. And the magma that managed to appear on the surface, and got deposited on the surface, these rocks are known as extrusive igneous rocks. Now, the magma that got deposited within the earth, because it was inside the earth, its rate of cooling was very slow. Intrusive igneous rocks cooled at a very slow pace, slowly. Why? Because inside the earth rocks are there, and rocks are bad conductor of heat, so this magma cooled very slowly. As a result, the crystal formation was of large size. When magma cools rapidly, the size of crystal is small. These are crystalline rocks. Igneous rocks are crystalline rocks because they have crystals, and the size of crystals depend upon the rate of cooling. Since the magma that cooled inside the earth, it cooled slowly, so these rocks were characterized by large sized crystals. Large size crystals because of slow rate of cooling. Whereas that magma which deposited on the earth's surface, because of rapid cooling, this magma, the size of crystal of this magma was small size crystals. So igneous rocks can be divided into two types: intrusive igneous rocks and extrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive igneous rocks characterized by large size crystals and because of slow rate of cooling. Extrusive igneous rocks are characterized by small size crystals, and they are because of rapid cooling. Again, these primary rocks can also be categorized. These primary rocks can also be categorized into felsic primary rocks and mafic primary rocks on the basis of mineral composition. On the basis of their mineral composition, they can be categorized into felsic and mafic. Felsic primary rocks or felsic igneous rocks are those which have dominance of silica. They are light in color because of silica, and they are less dense. Mafic igneous rocks are those which have dominance of iron and magnesium. They are dark in color. They are heavy because iron and magnesium is heavier than silica, and they are more dense. Now, in any case, whether it is intrusive igneous rock or that like intrusive igneous rock, example granite, extrusive igneous rocks, basalt, felsic igneous rocks, granite, mafic igneous rocks, basalt. Numerous other examples also there in mafic. It can be plagioclase, orthoclase, all are mafic. Pyroxene, olivine, all are mafic. So basically, these igneous rocks, whether they are intrusive or they are extrusive or they are felsic or mafic, they totally lack any fossils because they are the result of cooling and solidification of magma. Now, these rocks have one very important property. Whenever these rocks cool and solidify, as they cool below Curie temperature and they solidify, as the temperature of the rocks goes below Curie temperature, the iron grains of these rocks gets magnetized in the direction of then prevailing Earth's magnetic field. And this magnetic field is always preserved in these rocks. That is known as fossil magnetism or paleomagnetism. This, once the rocks cool below Curie temperature, the iron grains in the rocks are magnetized in the direction of then prevailing Earth's magnetic field, that is magnetic lines of forces, and they retain that magnetism. This property is known as thermoremanent magnetism, and it is this property of primary rocks that has enabled us, that has given concrete proof regarding the mobility of Earth's lithospheric plates. That is, it has given credentials to continental drift theory as well as plate tectonic theory, because with the help of the direction of magnetism preserved in these rocks, we have discovered the position of Earth's magnetic pole, and that has proved that basically the continents are drifting. So this is a very important characteristics of primary rock, that they have given us the concrete proof for the mobility of lithospheric plates or the mobility of continents. It is a separate topic. What is fossil magnetism? Fossil magnetism is simply the magnetism preserved in any rock, and this property of preserving the magnetism is known as thermoremanent magnetization. And on the basis of magnetism preserved in the rock, we have been able to locate the position of Earth's magnetic pole, and the concept of polar wandering came into being. Later on, we came to know that it's not the magnetic pole that is wandering, rather the lithospheric plates are drifting. Now, second question. Basically, whenever in cyclone prone area a cyclone is about to hit, or there's likely chances of cyclone hitting the coast, making the landfall, the meteorological department issues warning. So next question, and this warning is in terms of various colors. Discuss the meaning of color coded warning, color coded weather warning for cyclone prone areas given by Indian Meteorological Department. मतलब meaning of color coded weather warning for cyclone prone areas given by Indian Meteorological Department. Now, Indian Meteorological Department issues various color coded weather warning for cyclone prone areas to make the people alert about the impending danger of approaching cyclone. Now, various colors are there, like green color. Green color warning means there's no immediate threat. There's no immediate threat, and it is issued when cyclone is likely to form in coming days. भाई आने वाले दिनों में साइक्लोन बनने वाला है, लेकिन अभी कोई थ्रेट नहीं है. ग्रीन कलर वार्निंग इंडिकेट्स नो इमीडिएट थ्रेट. सेकेंड वार्निंग इज येलो कलर. Yellow color warning indicates that cyclone is likely to hit the affected areas in next few coming days. मतलब is likely to hit the affected areas in next few days. So people should be cautious. Cyclone अगले कुछ दिनों में उस कोस्ट को हिट करने वाला है, so people should be cautious. Orange color warning. This indicates that cyclone is likely to hit the affected coast in 24 hours. So people should make the necessary precautions and be prepared. अगले 24 घंटों में साइक्लोन इफेक्टेड कोस्ट को हिट करने वाला है, तो लोग तैयार हो जाएं, प्रिकॉशियस हो जाएं. And the most severe warning is red. Red color warning is issued when cyclone is likely to hit the affected area in next few hours. And this is the most severe form of warning. So people should take immediate action to protect their life and property. That is red color warning. So this was the question. It was direct and simple. Next, discuss the resource potential of Deccan Trap. So you must know what is Deccan Trap. Deccan Trap. Discuss the resource potential. Resource potential of Deccan Trap. Deccan Trap refers to Deccan lava plateau that is spread over Maharashtra and adjoining region. From Cretaceous period to Eocene period, there was huge upwelling of magma, and this magma completely covered the pre-existing topography and got solidified in the form of basalt. And this basaltic rock got weathered in the form of staircase topography. This basaltic rock, once it got solidified, it got weathered in the form of staircase type topography. So this Deccan lava plateau is known as Deccan Trap. Trap means staircase type topography. So Deccan Trap is the name given to Deccan lava plateau, which on weathering has given way to staircase type topography, सीढ़ी नुमा topography. This Deccan Trap or Deccan lava plateau spreads over Maharashtra, Kathiawar, Kutch, MP, adjoining Telangana and Karnataka. Presently, its spread is over 5 lakh square kilometer area as of now after weathering. Now, what is the resource potential? First, the basalt rock that got formed on weathering has given way to very important black rigor soil. The black rigor soil that got formed as a result of weathering of basalt rock is very important for cultivation. It is immensely rich in clay content. As a result of being rich in clay content, it has property of retaining the moisture. And this Deccan lava plateau spreads over dry zone areas where rainfall is very less, temperature is high, and irrigation facilities are limited. As a result, this black rigor soil that got formed as a result of weathering of basaltic rock, which is rich in clay, so it has the capability of retaining the moisture. So this soil is extensively cultivated, and the nature of crop also is in tune with the nature of soil, since irrigation facilities are absent, almost limited, and rainfall is below 75 centimeter. In dry zone area, this soil successfully supports jowar, bajra, cotton and sugarcane cultivation. Although sugarcane is done in irrigated areas, but most of the cultivation of jowar, bajra and cotton does not have the facilities of irrigation, and jowar happens to be the staple food crop of this region. One resource potential is that this basalt rock has given way to rich soil where dry zone farming is done. Second resource potential, now numerous rivers draining the Deccan lava plateau like Godavari and Krishna, they have been tapped, they have potential and they have been tapped for hydroelectricity, for irrigation, for drinking water, and numerous west flowing rivers that descend the steep slopes of Western Ghat, they have also been tapped for hydroelectricity generation. जब जैसे गोदावरी में basically you have numerous dams. Marathwada is a drought prone area. Polavaram dam has been made. Polavaram कह रहा हूँ, at basically between Aurangabad and Ahmednagar, a dam has been made, that is Jaikwadi Dam. Basically these dams help in irrigating these drought prone areas, and moreover the west flowing swift rivers have been also tapped for hydroelectricity generation. Here you see this is also rich in this minerals. This region is also rich in mineral deposits. See, if you see this region, the in MP, Nagpur Bhandara belt and Balaghat Chindwara belt, which is spread over MP and Maharashtra. Nagpur Bhandara belt in Maharashtra, Nagpur Bhandara belt and Balaghat Chindwara belt adjoining. It is the same belt spreading over two states, which is divided because of political boundaries. This belt is immensely rich in manganese deposits. Manganese, manganese deposits. And Balaghat in MP is having huge repositories of copper at Malanjkhand region, Malegaon, Taregaon area. Malanjkhand district in Taregaon area in Balaghat district, huge deposits of copper is there. Gujarat, this region of Gujarat which lies where the basaltic rocks are there, huge deposits of limestone are found. Limestone, as a result, the adjoining region has flourishing cement industries. Now, this Satpura range also comes in this basaltic region. Satpura range is having thick layers of basalt. It is steep sided and flat topped with thick layers of basalt. At places where basalt has got weathered, the underlying Gondwana rocks have been exposed. That reveals the huge potential for coal mining in Deccan, coal deposits in Deccan lava plateau. Moreover, Satpura range is having immense biodiversity. Basically, numerous, मतलब biodiversity इतनी ज़्यादा है कि numerous national parks and sanctuaries have been created, like Satpura National Park, Panchmani Biosphere Reserve, Melghat Tiger Reserve in Amravati district on Chikilda range, and numerous animals are found in abundance, like Bengal tiger, black buck, sloth bear. They are found in abundance in this region. So this Deccan lava plateau has huge resource potential for tourism, for scenic beauty and biodiversity, both flora and fauna. Now, this basaltic rock is also important because it has the ability to store water. This basaltic rock has the ability to store water, which which enhances the water potential of underground water table. So these are the resource potential of this region. We'll continue this in next lecture.